Hi guys! Welcome back to another episode of My Kind of Women. We are going to be doing a part 2 of hot takes and unpopular opinions.
Yay!
You guys liked the last one, and honestly, I liked the last one too.
It was so good.
We had so much
part
fun.
2 because we had so much left. We couldn't leave you guys hanging.
Guys, when I tell you the list on my phone, it's
long. It's long.
It's long.
So we are going to deliver a part 2, and it's going to be a good one.
I'm excited.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with a bang. Okay. So as you guys know, me and Taya are both personal trainers. So is her boyfriend Jaime. We're kind of just in a world of personal trainers over here. And I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't know if this is something that everyone can kind of agree on, maybe within the line of business that we do. But as far as that being said, hiring a personal trainer is a luxury. If you can't afford it, don't do it.
Girl, why did I not know that was one you had on there? That's so good. Yeah. So good.
Because I just feel like, I understand, and I'm always here to give advice. I'm always here if you're in the gym, you have questions, you don't understand, you want questions on form. I'm always going to help out.
For sure.
It's not be like, oh, give me your money unless and I won't help you. It's not like that. But if you want to go as far as to hire somebody to be your personal trainer, you have to sit there and think, can I afford this financially? Because it is a large payment that you are making monthly. Think of it as a gym membership. Think of it as a sign up at Sports and Wellness,
Yeah.
It is an expensive, it is a luxury. It is something that you have to make sure that you are financially set to pay every month, you know? Because you have to think this is our jobs as well. This is how we pay our bills.
This is how we pay our bills. This is how we make a living. And it's hard because a lot of people there are certain people who truly, truly, truly take the time, even if they can't afford it, to find the money because they really need that training. But it's something, if you don't truly need the training and you aren't making enough money, girl, we can't even afford personal trainers.
No,
I'm not buying a personal trainer. You know what I mean? It's one of those
expensive.
things that it's expensive. But I have a lot of clients who get into it, and then there's a lot of delayed payments or asking for refunds or, messing with our time. And this is something that I wouldn't even sign up for because I knew, even when before I even started training, I was a type that was when I would see personal trainers, I thought only celebrities got personal trainers or really rich people got personal trainers. Now we're not out here saying we charge LA prices.
No.
I think our prices are
affordable,
very, very affordable
compared to what an average personal training would be, or even just a single session. Is going to be. Our month-to-month prices are fairly affordable. So I just think when you're signing up for something like that, you need to make sure that you can fully commit to that, because it's not you pay 1 month and then right when that payment's supposed to come up, you're oh, I can't do this because I need to also account for that.
It's not it's not a one-time payment thing, right? It's not like a hair appointment, nail appointment, or anything like that. This is something you and I both know it will not, you will make change, of course, but it won't happen month to month. It won't happen in 1 month. And yes, you'll see slight change in 1 month, but the type of change that most of our clients are coming for is a fairly large change, and that won't happen in 1 month. So the idea of thinking you could come into this, sign up for 1 month, and then be this isn't really, it's just
also kind of to add to that, now that we're on the topic of personal training, the advice that your personal trainer is going to give you in order to see the specific goals or results that you want, you have to follow meal plans, workout plans, counting your macros, whatever it is. It's something that is so important within that personal training journey that I can help you in the gym. I can give you these plans. I can guide you, but I can't force feed you. I can't force you to go to the gym outside of our session.
We can only do so much on our end at seeing you 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes 4.
Yeah.
That it's
I have clients that are 6 days a week.
Yeah. And it's one of those things that okay, you can only do so much here at the gym, but I don't see you on your I see you 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I don't see you all the other hours of the day. Are you eating what you say? Are you actually going after your workout to go get food? Or I have a lot of clients who say they want to go get a smoothie. It's like, do you not realize how much calories are in those smoothies? Like those Kiva juices. And
girl, that
like,
is sugar.
Like, it's not what you think they are. So a lot of my clients be like, I'm going to go get a smoothie. And I'm like, oh, those aren't really what
the most like
people like,
especially
people
when you're
it's
counting
healthy.
macros. Like if you're counting macros and you go and get a smoothie, you just wasted so many calories on
that you could have used anywhere else. That's going to go right through you.
Literally
Right through you. So it's like you have to do your end. 90% of it or 80% of it comes in the kitchen. The abs are grown in the kitchen. People always say they want to do abs. People always want to say, I want to do more sit-ups. I want to work on abs. Bro, like when I tell you,
oh my
not
God.
us getting in the damn, we need to move on.
But, we do, but it's just, it gets
like,
frustrating.
People say, because like we'll work on all different, body groups or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the ab is something you are always engaging. You will always engage your core with upper, lower, cardio, everything that you do. So I don't really train.
The reason you don't have abs is because of your diet.
It's literally your diet. It's like one of those things, you are engaging your core and working your abs with everything you do. So when they say, I want to do more sit-ups or abs, it's like you will literally get the abs you want eating in the kitchen. So it's like truly, okay.
Slay.
Not us.
We just have to let that out. Like,
we had to let that out.
Clearly, it's been on our mind.
But I mean, everybody understands. We all have our own hardships in every job that we do. I think you all can understand if you guys are work in any type of work area that you work in. Everyone has that kind of complaint of like different things. No matter what area you're in, it's always something. So. My next one is you don't have to have a drinking problem to stop drinking.
That part.
Because a lot of the times people assume when someone starts to go sober, it's because they were like had a problem or that they had an addiction. And it's like, no. Or like someone will be like, oh my God, what happened? What happened to make you change?
People that I stopped drinking, that is their first thing. They're like, what happened?
What was the big thing that changed?
And I was just like, nothing happened. Like, I never had a drinking problem. I never had a drinking problem. I know that, like, alcoholism is something that has run in my family. And I've always been very subconscious about that. So I think that was part of, like, my decision. But also, it's just against my faith. So it's just, like, when it really came down to things that were important to me within my life, that was just something that was on like the far left end of importance to me. So you don't, like you said, you don't always have to have some type of an addiction to quit doing something.
But also, if someone else it's not even you, if someone else says, I don't choose to drink, like it isn't happening. You shouldn't be that person that says, oh, but why? Or what happened?
Girl, the
or
looks that you
what
be
is the
getting.
Story? You know, it's like, because I don't want to. Like, because why not? Because I choose not to. And again, it shouldn't be something happened. Or, like something went down.
You want to know what's so funny that cracked me up actually is when we had went out to Happy Accidents and stuff. And when Audrey was like, try this. And you're like, no, there's alcohol in that.
Like, girl, no.
I was laughing
Bro, you want to know why
hard.
I'm like that? It's because with Jaime. Like, remember with you.
Dude, I was so confused.
So Jaime's been sober for 5 years. Craziest thing. And again, people say the same thing with him. Like, what changed? What happened? Really nothing crazy.
It was just a choice.
I mean, it was, there were certain people he was surrounding himself with that he knew he wasn't going to get in the right direction of life if he continued to do so. But it was just a preference. And still to this day, 5 years later, people the closest, it doesn't even have to be random. It's one thing if you're random and you never met him. You're like, oh, that's interesting. But like even the people closest to him are still like, you're still not drinking? And it's like, what? Yeah. Like, and so it's so funny because people still be like, wow, why? You're still not drinking? But it was my birthday and Sarah had made drinks for everyone to like walk into. And he had made a drink for Jaime, and his sister was like, no.
She's all, wait, is there alcohol in that? And I was like, yeah. Because like when discussing, it was a surprise party for Taya. And so me and Jaime had like been communicating back and forth to like see what we were going to do. And he literally funded the whole thing. Like he sent me money to like go get everything, told me to go to Total Wine and get this.
Period.
So, like I had never had the conversation of like whether he drank or not. Like it was never brought up or even asked. And so me just thinking, everybody drank.
Everybody having a good time.
So, and so I made a drink.
She literally
and I
was like, no.
Yeah, she was like, no, he doesn't drink. And when I tell you, I was so confused. I was like, wait, But I wasn't confused because like, oh, why don't you drink?
Right.
I was just like, huh?
Like, almost like you never knew that.
Because I didn't. I never knew. But like Slay loves that for him.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just so funny.
So funny.
But again, you don't always have to have addiction. You don't have to have a problem. You don't have to have a big life change. Something happen to you to choose not to drink. And if you know someone that isn't drinking, don't question them every second why they don't drink. Like, people don't realize, like, alcohol, low-key, I will enjoy a glass of wine here and there. I'm not completely sober, but I am not a drinker. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not a drinker. I don't know anything about alcohol. I don't know anything about drinks, but I will enjoy a fun drink here and there on a special occasion. But, oh, girl, where was I going with this? Oh, my gosh, where was I going with that? Oh.
You don't drink all the time. Wine. It's okay.
Anyways, just just don't judge.
Yeah, well, and also to kind of to add on to that, like stopping things that you aren't necessarily addiction. You just don't want, like, the same thing with like smoking, because stop smoking too. And I think that is the one that annoys me more than the drinking one, because like everyone that I'm around, really, they're not big drinkers. Like it's like same thing, like a glass of wine every now and then, like whatever. Like the people that I kind of have in my life, none of us drink daily or even often, I would say. But I'm involved with a lot of people that like smoke. So like when it comes to that and everyone's around and like they're passing around like whatever, and they come when it gets to me and I'm like, oh nah, like I stopped, whatever. The way that they're like, huh? I'm like, I don't know what else to tell you, but like, I don't need to give you an explanation.
That's what I was going to say. I got to it. Yes, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It just came to my head.
Go ahead.
Okay, no. It clicked. No, I was saying, alcohol, I'm saying justifying, oh girl, what? Oh my God. I can't speak today. No, what I'm saying is, granted, yes, I enjoy a good drink here and there on a special occasion. Alcohol is technically like a glorified drug, and people don't realize it. Like, it's really, really bad 100%. For you. I was just saying, like, to just say I do have a good drink and have a good time here and there on a special occasion. But it is a glorified drug. It is. People don't realize that. It is. So just don't ask questions. We should move on.
Yeah. Also, if somebody's going to tell you that they no longer do something, they should have to explain why they don't do something anymore. You should just take that no as an answer. Yeah, literally, and that's good enough. Is a no. Or no is a statement. A statement
is a statement. Yeah, exactly. Like, we shouldn't have to explain.
Lincoln.
Period.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Let's see. Which one did I say? Oh, I said the personal training one. Okay. So, I guess kind of leaning into the gym again. And I'm sorry if I offend people on this, but smelling like ass in the gym, there's no excuse to smell like ass in the gym.
I was about to say, why are you apologizing?
I'm not. But I'm just saying, there is no reason that I should be able to smell your body odor while working out. Like, wash your ass.
That part.
I don't know.
That part, I feel like we don't even need to justify that, like, point blank, period.
Well, because I feel like people are going to be like, oh, well, it's the gym, I'm working out, I'm sweating. Bitch, I'm sweating too.
We're all sweating. Put some deodorant on. Like, there's a difference between we've worked out, you smell a little bit of a smell, like we're a little sweaty, and there's a difference between like actual BO.
Yes.
Like you haven't
smell
washed,
like I'm in a room full of onions.
Or put deodorant on. Like I can smell, I can tell, you and yourself, I know when I don't put deodorant on. I know. You know. You know what I mean?
You can smell yourself.
You literally know when someone didn't or did put
It makes me want to get physical, man. It makes me want to get violent. I hate it.
Like, I'm just like, bro, one time I had, there's like the gloves and stuff at the gym. One time I was on the bike and it was like the, oh my gosh, what is it called? The girl with the bike with the hands. You know what I mean?
The rower?
No. Anyways, the bike with the handles.
Oh yeah, the cycle.
The cycle
I know
bike.
what you're talking
You know
about.
what I mean? With the arms. Yes. So I was going hard on the bike, bro. and I kept getting a whiff of like an awful stench. And I'm like sitting here like, oh my gosh, what is that? Turns out there was a shin pad from the fighters, like the kickboxer, like taped to the bike to just air it out on the bike. And I was getting a whiff every time I would spin it. And I was like, is that me? I'm looking down. Sure enough, it's right there.
No.
I'm like, ew, you should just not be reeking like that, you know? Wash your shit.
Yeah, wash your ass.
Wash your ass. Take your gloves home, wash your gloves. I don't know if you can wash them, but
I'm sure you
stick them in some Dawn dish soap in the sink.
Soak them up a little bit, let them air dry, like, figure it out.
See, I played volleyball in high school, and my, so, like, your knee pads can stink, and I used to wear the, like, skids on your hands, and my skids always stunk.
Really?
Yeah.
I never even heard of those.
But it's because I wouldn't wash them.
Oh. See, well, they're point blank.
See, so
coming
that's what I'm
back
saying.
to the point.
Like, it don't be stinking like that. It's because you don't wash them. Because literally, I would not wash my like skid pads, and they would be stinking every time I would set or like go up to hit or serve. I would just get a nasty whiff.
Yeah.
Because I didn't wash them.
Didn't wash them.
So wash your shit.
Yeah.
Don't stink.
Wash your shit.
Put
Wash
deodorant
your
on.
ass. Put deodorant on.
Wash your ass.
I don't know what to tell you.
Like,
It makes me
Okay.
so mad.
Next. Anyone who says money doesn't buy happiness is lying. Is lying. I mean, at the end of the day,
You might just be a little broken trying to look for happiness elsewhere, and that is fine.
I saw TikTok. I saw people who said money didn't buy happiness. It's all me and my Porsche.
Yeah.
It's all
Literally.
Nancy.
Okay,
And it's like,
it reminds me of it's so funny because like I just saw on TikTok not too long ago, and it was Khloe Kardashian and Kylie Jenner doing like, I don't know, some like makeup interview. Oh no, it's YouTube. And they were having the same conversation, and Kylie Jenner was like, no, but it doesn't, and Khloe's like, no, it does, and Kylie's like, no, but it doesn't, and she's like, okay, billionaire.
yeah, literally.
Like, okay, billionaire.
And like, you know, like Justin Bieber made that song. What is it called?
I don't know.
What is it called? Justin Bieber.
The Biebs.
Oh my gosh, what is that song? You guys know. He's like, nobody.
Girl, I don't know any Biebs songs.
What is the song where he's like, oh, I had everything and nobody to call.
I ain't never heard that song a day in my life.
But basically, Justin Bieber is like basically talking about how you can have everybody and still be lonely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is the song? It literally is on the
know.
tip of my tongue. He said,
I feel like Keke Palmer when she was like, I don't know that man.
I don't know that man.
Gun to my head, I do not know that man.
Okay, anyway, so you guys know. I think
Yeah.
anyone who knows, it's not like I'm not like a big Bieber stan, but like it's everyone knows that song, but I can't remember it. But basically, like you could have everything and be the richest person and still be so freaking lonely.
Yeah.
I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like, girl, yes, at the end of the day, you could be lonely and have some drama in your life, a little sad. But
You
like,
could have
if
the
you could
most
go buy
drama in your
you
life,
a
rich,
house,
poor, whatever.
if you could go buy you a house, if you could go buy you're not financially
But,
struggling and stressed
yeah,
all the time.
that's exactly what I was just gonna say.
That helps and relieves a lot.
Because
Like,
you're
don't lie.
not really happy if you're constantly stressed out about finances.
Yeah.
Like that is such a burden, and that is like something that's so hard. And I've been there. I've been broke.
And
I've
again-
been where
and
I'm like
like you said-
constantly stressed
Right,
and stuff
and
like
again, like
that.
you
So it's
said-
like you can't be happy in times like that.
And again, like you said, you could be lonely and still be poor.
yeah.
So it's like I would rather
Like,
be lonely and
I'd rather
and
be
have some
lonely
money.
and rich. I'd rather be crying in a Porsche. I'm sorry.
I'd rather be crying in my mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so dead. That is actually so funny. What is that from? She's like, I'd rather be crying is it my Porsche or is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
That's
that's
just the
so
TikTok
funny.
I saw. She was like, me and my Porsche when people say, I'm like, oh, yes.
I really love that. Okay. So since we're on a money topic, and this may be a hot take, it might not be. I think to the older generation, it's going to be a hot take, but I think to the younger generation, it won't be.
Okay.
Saving money instead of investing it is a waste of time.
Yeah.
What are you doing on saving money?
Especially in this day and age.
Yeah, like
back in the day, it was
can
like, okay, period.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I say to like the older generations, it might be a hot take because I feel like, especially when it comes to like our parents and stuff like that, they're always like, well, save. But like, what am I gonna do on sitting money? And I get like, okay, you have your savings and you have it for in case like something happens, but also invest in something so that way you always have and return that money. You're doubling that.
You always
money.
have a reoccurring like you know, payment coming in. It's like, I don't know, at the end of the day, yes, like invest into something. It doesn't have to be stocks in the marketplace, because I don't even know something. That's just
I learned like a little bit about stocks, but honestly, when it comes to that, like you have to be so knowledgeable.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Oh my God. Investing in general, you have to be knowledgeable.
Invest in anything that will give you a return. Because yes, sitting money, it's good to have a savings. We're not saying, girl, go spend all that money you have saved up. But you know, at the end of the day, what are you saving it for? Like, at some point, it's like we need to invest.
And I get people are like, oh, I'm saving money because I want this for my kids, or I want that for my kids.
Weddings,
which, okay, I understand that. But what if you invested that money and the money that you're saving doubled?
Or, yeah, exactly, doubled for those. Or, like, you invested in that to always be your return for your child's wedding.
Yep.
So,
or for their college fund, for their cars when they get older, for setting them up with an account once they hit a certain age.
We're not here saying invest all your money. We're stupid, just girls that don't know how to, like,
I'm just a girl.
You know, I'm just a girl. I'll spend all my money.
But honestly, no.
But we're not saying go blow your money. We're saying, like,
that's not blowing your money, though.
There's a difference between blow your money, spend your money, and invest your money, you know?
Like, invest it in things that you know you're going to get a return on. Like, I don't know, real estate or car flipping.
But also, like
you could even do stocks. If you have enough knowledge and you look into something enough, do that. Or upcoming businesses, you know, that are going to benefit you in the long run.
Right.
Like, doing stuff like that, you know, like, but also there's so many things that you can invest in.
And this may be a hot take, but, like, investing your money in experiences, too, and memories.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, again, don't go broke doing it. But take that vacation, you know, do those things that will create such a beautiful. Because I will say, we need to stop having that one day mindset, right? And some of the most amazing memories I've had are when I've taken a trip somewhere, and it's just one of those things that it's like, okay, like sometimes yes, we should save, and sometimes go buy that plane ticket, go buy that ticket somewhere, you know, like just have fun, make those memories, because again, life is so one life, short.
Like, live it.
You're going to get to 80 with all your money, and you're going to be 80 with all that money.
Yes.
And which is great, but it's also like you're going to have no memories to show for that.
Well, I saw this thing, and I forget the site that it is, or it's like a page, but I think it's called like something like ramen noodles, but the name makes no sense to what they actually do. But basically they go to, like, I want to say it's in like New York. They go to Times Square where it's like super busy, and they interview like random people of all ages. And when they get to like the older people who are in like their 70s, 80s, who kind of have lived a full life almost, when they get to them and they ask them questions, they always say how they wish they would have experienced more in life instead of being fearful about, like, well, I don't have money for this, or I don't have time for this, or that one day, living in that one day, I'll be able to do this mindset. It's always them saying, I wish I would have taken that trip, hung out with my girlfriends, loved more, built these memories and done this stuff more, because they asked them, like, if you regretted anything in life, like, what would it be? And that was majority of the older people's answers.
They're not gonna say, oh, I wish I had saved money more. A lot of the times that's really not gonna be the answer. And that's what they were saying. They're like, I know you're expecting my answer to be like, oh, I wish I lived this and none. She's like, I wish I got a van and traveled the world. I wish I lived the most minimalist life. And I'm not saying it has to be that way, but what the point is like taking experiences and stuff over I can't afford this, or maybe one day. And I'm not saying, like she said, like break the bank and be irresponsible. Don't spend your last few dollars on that plane ticket.
Also, don't I don't know the word of them. Don't hold yourself back from experiencing life, because this is only one life that we get. And who knows, you can go around spreading your energy.
You could take that vacation and run into something that could
change your life.
Yeah. Like, girl, what? So this, I don't know if this really has to do with money, but kind of does. I saw this girl, she made a TikTok. She got sent by a brand $100 gift card to a coffee shop.
Oh, sweet.
She showed up to the coffee shop. Instead of keeping that, she gave it to the register lady, and she said, buy everyone's coffee until it runs out. Yes. She sat in the corner, didn't tell anyone it was her, and just watched everyone's reaction. I guess a
spreading
girl
like that.
got wind of that it was her. She came over to thank her and she was like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. And invited her to like an event. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like the way you just never know. Like, don't be stingy with your money. Don't be out here like second guessing things, or just like spend that money. So she could have saved that money for all her coffee
she
that
could
she
have.
buys, and for
you
the
want to
next
know
year.
what? I have a play on that because that reminds me. It's like it was a Islamic podcast that I was watching, and part of like your deen is to like, to strengthen your deen is like giving back, like doing charity, stuff like that, right? So he was saying like people are always like, oh, well, I'll do that when I have enough money to do it. But it's like if you constantly have that mindset of like, I'm going to do this when I have the money to do it, you're never going to do it. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's like even that girl, she randomly got a $100 gift card, right? And she's like, instead of using this for myself, I'm going to use this for other people. And it's like, you can do the most minimalist of things on giving back. It doesn't always mean I'm giving the most back. Mm-hmm. It's just whatever you can do to give back and to shed some type of light into somebody's life, like will make the biggest difference. And you would have no idea. Like you might not get that return reaction mm-hmm. or even know that you'd made a moment in somebody's life like that, but it's just like helping somebody in that type of way that maybe they're having the worst day of their life and they just needed that. Mm-hmm. So I think just be good peoples. I don't know good people. How we got off track, but
yeah.
I don't remember what the whole hot take was.
Yeah. Oh, it was like don't wait.
Yeah.
Save your money. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't. Okay, I did not say don't save your money. Save your money.
Investing. Yeah, investing.
Okay. Okay, so let's just kind of keep in that same. I have one more that's kind of in that same like realm. Money making.
Okay.
Being comfortable at a job is the worst thing that can happen to you.
Oh my gosh, I literally had one like that.
Yeah, did you? Did you really?
Uh-huh. I didn't choose that one, but it was like in my list.
Yeah, no, I think that's good because I think that's a hot take because there's a lot of people who are probably
people
like
choose jobs because it gives them comfortability.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Security.
Like you have insurance and life insurance, or what is it called, girl? Oh my gosh.
Health insurance. You have
health insurance, like it goes into your.
You have a consistent pay.
Paying for your retirement. What is that called?
401k.
Yes. Why am I not even see? That's how you know I don't even work. I don't have like a job like a 9 to 5 like
401k,
like a corporate job. I'm like, what's a 401k? Anyways, but the way that people will stay in that life because of those things. Mm-hmm. But again, there is so much out there for you in this world to just stay. And again, you can always have like a side job that's always secure, but broaden your horizon, try something new. Don't always stay in that same thing because truly you are never growing. You are you don't realize the opportunity and money you could make if you just tried something different and
even like just following something that you are passionate about, something that inspires you but will inspire other people. Like I feel like, and this again is something that kind of goes with like the older generations, and even still now with doing personal training, my parents are constantly always like, well, what about this? And what about thinking like long-term, like 401ks, insurance, stuff like that. And I understand where their fear comes from. Right. They lived in a generation that was very much so based on having a good, secure job like that. Mm-hmm. I get it. But this generation is so, so different. And honestly, I've worked so many office jobs, so many corporate jobs, so many 8 to 5s. Like I've done it. And I was miserable. Mm-hmm. Like I felt like a robot. I hated it. I was not happy. And it doesn't
bring you
any
even
sort at that, dude, you're really not making that much more money than anybody else.
I think people is their idea of saying that, oh, well, this is investing in this and this has me with my health insurance, but it's like, at some point you're really not making any more, or you're not saving any more. And I had seen something about life insurance ain't even there no more. Like they don't even got life insurance, or not life insurance, like retirement money for people anymore. So it's just one of those things that like, don't be comfortable. And again, it's not even, if you love your job, that's a different thing. Like love your job, do you? Yeah. But again, don't be comfortable in that position. Try for the next thing. If you're like, hold on. Let me read.
It's like being comfortable in that job is going to be the worst thing that can happen.
Right. Like if you're a try, like, if you're in your job, okay, this could be for anyone. If you're doing something, try to be the boss of that. Try to go up, in that. If you love what you
Constantly
do,
try to level up.
yes, like,
Or
level
change
up
things,
in
like-
that job. Like, that's not saying we say go find something else, but
No.
more if you're in this area that you like and you love, such as a teacher, such as a coach, such as a
like a physician, like anything.
yes, like anything.
But
try to always up
it,
try to
and not
up-
on this. And I know I want to say, like, because you might love your position, you might love, like,
Right.
where you're at, and that's great. But I think how, like, playing off of what you're saying, right, is by leveling up, the world is constantly changing, and things around us are constantly changing, and the way to reach people is constantly changing. And I think we all need to be, like, more open-minded and stuff
Right.
like that. So it's like, when it comes to that, what, like, by leveling up is like, figure out in your job that you love, that you have passion for, whether it being doctor, office job, whatever it is, lawyer, whatever it is that brings you passion, but finding new ways to reach people, to inspire people,
right,
to make change, to make it more efficient for people.
Right, and I think we may have started off that topic a little bit vain. Is that the word of saying, like, do something, don't work a 9 to 5? No, if you love your job, like, I think we started off saying, like, do something else, or don't do your stupid job. It's not
I'm just
that.
saying my experience.
I'm just saying within your job, if you love your job, but if also, for those who hate your job, find something that you love. I mean, life is too
Don't
short
let
to be doing
security
stuff
hold
don't
you back.
love. Right. But if you love your job, now say, because there's a lot of people that are probably like, damn, I love my job, I want to be working here for the rest of my life.
I love that for you.
So that's what, for those people, say you're a nurse, or a doctor, right? You could have this specific practice you learned within college, and you stick with that for the rest of your life. Are you ever learning anything new?
Yes.
You should be learning new techniques, new ways, new different things, trying to up-level your education.
Yeah.
There's a lot of older doctors who stick back in the 19 whatever of how they've learned health. And it's like, health has changed. Healthcare has changed. Like, we are not eating the same foods as we were back then. We are not healthy, or we are not healthy the way we were back then. There are scary stuff in our food that is not what was really back
When I also think when
then,
it comes to, like, and specifically, like, talking about, like, people who are, like, in healthcare and stuff like that, because funny enough, I had a conversation like this. A few of my friends are in either nursing school or like different, like, brain research, stuff like that. And I was talking to them this Friday, actually, because we were all hanging out, and we were all having the discussion on how just healthcare in America is so shit.
It's awful.
Because people want to, like, and it's like more so, again, older generations, and not to completely shit on older generations right now, but they really need to be more open-minded about how things work these days, or even just, like, the fucking government, dude, about how healthcare works and stuff like that. Because the fact that people, I want to say it's like more than, like, I want to say it was like 70% or something like that, and I could be wrong. You guys can fact check me, honestly, I don't know. But I want to say, like, veterans, just regular average Joe people, like, more than 70% of people do not have access to healthcare, and that is in fucking insane. So it's like, if you're passionate about your job and you love your office job, your hospital job, whatever it is, take that passion that you have for and make changes for a better future, for a better life. So it's like, don't remain comfortable in the circumstances that we're in now.
Yes. And I think, oh my gosh, I
like that.
I kind of that's what I was going to say, but I kind of feel bad the way we answered it in the beginning.
I don't.
I feel like we came off
based
very
off of my
much
experience.
Right. As I was going to say, I feel like we came off very much like, don't do your 9 to 5 job because there's so much better. It's like, no, some people really like that structure.
And that's great.
Some people really like that structure, and some people really love their job. So if you love your job, just don't be comfortable in that, in the sense of, always learn something new. Always try for something better. Always try to be the boss. Always try to be the
try to make positive change,
you know?
like stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we answered too vain in the beginning, to be honest, because it was based off of
these
our experience.
Girls, just personal trainers, don't know shit about shit.
Have your opinions, bitch. Bite me. Just kidding. You said, love that. Love that for me. Okay. I'm gonna go. Ooh, I don't know which one to do because they're just so good. But I mean, I guess we have a limit, so whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, I know people are gonna get upset, or certain people will be upset, but people who think it is okay to always be late, it is not a personality trait. Learn time management. I get really, really annoyed about people who are constantly late, or people who don't, because I just feel like, fuck me and my time then.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I can't be fucking bothered with it. Like,
and it's one thing if you're late here and there, but
here
I'm
and
talking
there,
about everyday
but
late.
every fucking
time late.
every time, like, it is, I just feel like at that point, you genuinely have no respect for anybody but yourself. And it's not like, oh, teehee, I'm always the one that's late. How funny. Like, no, like, bitch, learn time management, or just like have a little bit more respect for the people that you are going to be around, or like whether it's an appointment, whether it's hanging out with friends, whether it's an event, you know, that you're going to, like.
And people like to say, oh, it's like I just take my time, and it's like, well, then wake up earlier, get ready earlier,
be organized.
No, okay, I take this certain amount of time, so I need to be there at this time. I need to, I underestimated how long it would be. I always put in my maps, because I know I live further than normal. I always put in my maps how long it's going to take to get to where I need to be, so that I know what time I need to leave.
I mean, granted, this is something that I've always been so anal about. Like, I kid you not, when in therapy, like, this was something that, like, we deadass had discussed, because, like, time has always been something that has given me so much, like, anxiety. So, like, I was like, girl, there's something, like
you were stressed,
because it stresses me out. And like, I mean, now, like, I feel better about it, because it's like, okay, I can't control other people, I can control myself, that's fine. But also at that, like, I just feel like it is just kind of like a slap in the face to my time. Like, you don't care about my time, and it's kind of like, I just feel like that's like, you don't respect me. And I don't like that. Like, I think it's just so rude. And like you said, like, every now and then, if you were late, every now and then, I understand shit happens, traffic happens, something pops up that happens. But if you have set plans or a set appointment,
but also communicate
literally
when you're running late. Communicate, hey, I'm not going to be, but like, people will really be late, and then having someone text, and then you have to text, hey, like, are you,
or hey, are we still doing this? And then I still don't hear back.
But like, I'm laughing, because I'm like, literally, I have a boyfriend who's like chronically late to everything, and that is so annoying. Love you a lot, but
I mean, I definitely have friends that are like that, and like, I've discussed that with them, and like, it's fine, but it's not fine. But it's been like a discussion, but I'm just like, still at that, like, I just like, don't think it's something that's cute.
A little late, a little whatever, you know, and
I hate it. I genuinely hate it so much.
A lot of people use it as a cultural excuse too. It's like, no.
Oh my God, literally all the time. That's so funny. That's so funny.
No,
you're talking about that. That is so funny. And I understand, like
a lot of people want to be like, oh, it's the white girl in you, and I'm like,
people say that for everything, because even like my friends that I was with this weekend, because we went to a Friday prayer, they're like, oh, we're on like ought to be time. So but then it's been like same thing with like, I don't know, like Vanessa, because that bitch knows she's always late.
Yeah,
I love her to death, but that bitch knows she's always late. But she's like, it's just like the, you know, Mexican time and my time, you know, something like that. And I'm like, every culture be using that as a damn excuse.
No,
it is not an excuse. Okay?
It is an excuse.
Oh no, that's
like that's an
it's
excuse
an
they're
excuse.
using.
But I'm just like, you can't.
Like,
we
you
all
can't
can't use that as our cultural excuse when every culture is doing it.
Like, they're like, oh, black people time.
Yeah, like bitch, get
no,
the fuck out.
No, get out of here. So then people be like, oh, it's the white girl in you. Like, no,
it's not.
Just don't like being late. That's just it. Okay, so Trader Joe's only has snacks. Unpopular opinion.
Yeah, slay.
Yes.
I would agree. They do have some really good, like, pre-marinated meats, I would say. Oh, and their grapes. They have...
That's a snack. I was kidding.
It is a snack, but I'm just saying.
But
I just thought about their grapes.
I noticed I only go to Trader Joe's for like the snacks, like the cute,
would
fun,
you consider?
healthy
Yeah,
snacks.
I would still consider that a snack.
Also, I had seen something about Trader Joe meat not even be real, just like every other grocery store.
What am I eating?
What are we all eating?
So you're telling me that my only option is to get a farm and butcher my own
Oh, absolutely.
Cows?
And grow your own shit.
What if the cows aren't even real at this point?
Yeah. Dead ass. I wouldn't even be surprised. They're AI cows. Fucking damn. Like, literally, it's awful. Like, really. Truly, it's sad. But, like, even marketed as Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and Sprouts, like, still their food is...
Y'all, this is why I'm going to leave the damn country.
I know. I just want to move. I wish I had that. To me,
awful.
I wish I had the... That's another thing that people are always like, oh, I'm scared. I really know I'm actually scared to, like, move out of the country.
I'm not.
I wish I wasn't. But like truly, I'm that type that I'm like, oh, could I really do it? You know, especially since I
something
have
that,
Ayla, like I'm also like being away from family. That's one thing that I'm like,
Yeah, see that I
could
can understand. I can
If I
understand
was
that.
like, yeah,
I
if I
have
was
no
like-
kids. I have absolutely
right, like if I
nothing
had
here
no
that would tie me
ties,
down.
I think I could be more comfortable. But me, I'm like, oh, could I really make that change? But the people who just like move to Italy or move to Canada, even, girl, bye.
I'm gone.
Like what? I don't know, just anywhere in Europe.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I'm absolutely gone.
I would.
Like,
I would.
swear. Like I understand, especially because like having kids and stuff like
Like you
that.
know
like,
when a person is
but-
American in a different country. Like they will literally look at you and be
embarrassing,
like,
mate.
you are American.
It's embarrassing. I hate
Like what's in the
like,
food. Just the way you're
way you-
built. You just don't see fat people in Europe.
She said the way you're built.
You just
You
don't
wanna know what's
see
crazy is
people
literally
in
in,
Europe.
like I
Because
said
you're also
Capri.
walking everywhere.
Well, also like places like Korea, Japan, like we would dead ass be considered obese to them, which is wild.
You don't see fat people there either.
No, they're so skinny.
Girl.
Which slay for them. But, like,
Slay. No, it's just because,
I'm
yeah,
just
like,
a thick bitch out here trying to live.
yeah.
Literally.
And even when you try to be healthy in these grocery stores, like, nothing's
My eyes
actually
are itchy.
healthy.
Let me
Nothing's
pull
actually
down my
food.
eyelash.
Like, I'm over here, I love McAllister's. I wouldn't say, obviously, it's not like the healthiest thing, but they have like cute sandwiches and shit. I've been dying for them to get a McAllister's on the west side, but they just built a damn Whataburger and a Cane's over here. I don't like Whataburger. Unpopular opinion. I just created that in my head.
No,
I
just
hate
had this
Whataburger.
I just had this conversation. I like Whataburger for their spicy ketchup. Do I like Whataburger? No.
No, I don't even like their
But I
spicy
can
ketchup.
Make, I can
One
make
day,
spicy ketchup my damn self.
right? One day we went to Walmart and they have it in the big bottles.
Okay, but
And
I feel
Jaime
like
was
that's
like,
not the same.
"Oh, okay," because Jaime was like, "Oh my god, Whataburger ketchup." I was like, "Oh, slay!"
Yeah.
Bought it. I don't know how I like it.
I feel like that's not the same.
Oh.
I don't know. I've never had the bottle one, so I can't tell you that.
It
for
wasn't
sure.
that-
But the one that they have, like that they like literally give you.
But like
Slay.
Heina loves Whataburger, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, but I know a lot of you girlies. I love you guys. I know a lot of girlies here love Whataburger, but for some reason it's just not my thing. And I'm just like, I would rather have other fast food if I were to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm like the way that these like fast food chains, they will create constant McDonald's on every corner.
Well, yeah,
or
but think about it
Whataburgers.
though, because even like stuff like Chick-fil-A, people think that Chick-fil-A is going to be a healthy alternative.
No,
But
like people do think that.
no, they
It's
really
crazy.
do. They really do. But you want to know what's so crazy about Chick-fil-A is there is what is it called? Oh my gosh, there is a literal name for it that makes MSG. That makes their food more addictive, which is why you crave it more and more. But because it's like, oh, we have options like grilled chicken or this and that. Like it is a healthier option. It's fast food,
Or even
guys.
the salads at all fast foods. Like people think salads are healthy. Like they literally spray the salads with like preservatives to
And also,
keep
romaine
it
lettuce
green
has
and
absolutely
crunchy.
no nutritional value. It is
No,
water.
yeah, the greener the green, the healthier.
The
Which
darker
is
the green, it's like Kendrick Lamar said,
Yeah.
the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
literally
Which, pop off, Kendrick.
pop off. Oh,
Pop off, Kendrick.
Oh, unpopular opinion. I'm just thinking of him here. I don't love Drake.
I mean, I
like
like
the
his
old Drake.
R&B, more R&B, for
I like
sure.
the old Drake. I've always told
But-
Jaime, because Jaime is a big Drake's fan. Actually, God forbid I call Jaime a fan of anybody. He'd be,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
He's a P&D fan.
But he's just
I'm
like
sorry,
a
I literally
good.
spit on
He's
you.
just no, you're good. He just likes Drake. Okay, whatever. But I don't really think Drake. I think all his music sounds the same. I saw a TikTok that said Drake is for the people who don't really be listening to music, like who don't really be listening
It's
to rap.
like Kendrick Lamar said, I like when Drake was in his, or something about him being in his R&B shit, not when he tries
Yeah.
to get in the rap shit.
Yeah, I just think
Because it's just not
all
his
his music
vibe.
sound the same. You know, and everyone has
Dude,
their own
even
style.
even if it is like his diss tracks back, they were so bad.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just
There was
like,
no,
he
like,
speaks to
Intelligence.
I saw a TikTok that said he speaks to people who don't really know rap, and Kendrick speaks to people who know rap,
who listen to the
are
lyrics.
like, okay,
Bitch,
period.
even Barack Obama said it.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, you did not see that? This was literally years ago, though, okay? So years ago, he was like doing an interview, and they literally pulled up a picture. And I don't, honestly, it could be fake. I don't fucking know. But I don't think it is. But this guy had pulled up a picture of Drake and Kendrick. And he asked him, he said, in a rap battle, who do you think would win? immediately he said Kendrick. He was like, Kendrick. He's like, don't get me wrong. He's like, Drake is a good artist. He's like, but Kendrick's lyrics, like,
he's literally
he
a rapper.
is just a, like, what is it, a lyricist? Is that a weird word?
I would just say like a...
I don't know. He just be doing that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. No, literally. I don't
He
love
be doing the
Drake.
damn thing.
Unpopular opinion. Yeah, next. Go ahead.
Okay.
I've said 3, so...
You said 3?
I said... Well, first I started saying Trader Joe's, and then I said Whataburger, and then I said Drake, so... go ahead. I just added 2 more in there.
That's okay. I literally have 2 left, so you're fine.
Yeah, same.
Okay. This one, I think people are going to feel kind of similar, honestly. But dating apps are for hookups, not for serious relationships.
Let me add this one. Oh, wait. No, let me add this one too.
Go ahead.
Those who go on reality dating are for the fame, not for the love.
Yeah. Okay. So I would agree with that. So I think, like, honestly, if you found your love match on a dating app, slay. Love that for you. I feel like that's so rare. And I feel like that's also maybe you guys had the right intentions going into it. But if we are going to look at the whole picture, right? Dating apps are for people who just want to do the do. It's not, no one,
unless you're
and
on,
it's such
like,
an easy thing, but like, and
Christian
honestly,
Mingle.
hear me out. The thing that pisses me off, and even at that Christian Mingle,
or what is it called?
Honestly,
what is the other one? Farmers Only.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
I ain't never heard that in my life.
I think it's for farmers.
For farmers?
I don't know. Maybe that's not one. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe go to like the farmers market and meet someone that you vibe with. That's so weird. But one thing that I think is so fucking crazy to me is on a dating app, right? It's such a vain experience, I feel like, and I feel like this is why it's more for a hookup culture than it is for anything else, because you are literally getting on an app and you're looking at somebody's pictures and you're not reading. Let's be real. You're not reading what anything is. You're looking at the pictures and that's how you're making your decision.
Yeah.
You are doing it based off of appearance, not on the person in general. So how can any of that lead to anything serious?
Right.
And I understand, because I'm not a bitch that thinks love is blind.
Right.
You're delusional.
Well,
if you think that.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, though, is even if you meet someone in person, you kind of go off of like you
go off a vibe.
Like not really. Like you can't say, because if that person's ugly, you're not going to go up to him. So kind of you are basing it off appearance. Like, oh, you see that guy, oh, he's cute, and then you go off of vibes.
Well, 100%. I agree with that.
In
But
ways,
I'm saying but when I'm saying for like the dating apps, it's just a very vain experience. And honestly, I could even say I'm a vain person myself, because if I'm not attracted to you and you could be the coolest person ever, I'm probably not going to date you.
Yeah, I just think dating apps are weird in general.
But I think it's a hookup culture.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not for serious relationships.
And I think the same for reality dating shows. We're just which, trust me, go off. If I was single, I would go on The Bachelor tomorrow. Like something about The Bachelor, you wouldn't?
No.
I would.
Absolutely not.
I would, because I think The Bachelor has the biggest like fame, like fan base.
Yeah.
Where people really, that's where people get the most famous. So people who go on that are the people, like they lie if they're saying they're 23, 22. Like some of the girls in there are 23, 22, 24. You are not struggling to find love.
No.
I truly want to say The Bachelor needs to be people who are like in their 30s and up. Because when they have people who are in their 20s, like you're not struggling to find love, and you're probably just trying to be an influencer.
Yeah.
Like you're probably just trying to like blow up your Instagram. So like the ones who are really like, and Bachelor is one thing, but the ones who go on like Love is Blind or
even Love Island.
But like Love is Blind, like Love is Not Blind. Love Island. What are the other ones?
Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot to Handle. Like we're not
First
truly
of all,
going on there to find love.
It's literally called Too Hot to Handle.
And everyone shows up in their bikinis. Like we're just all out here to just be on the TV show and be sexy and cute.
And the thing is that
period.
But the thing is
we're
that
not trying to find love.
They're choosing people who are already kind of in that influencer world. They're not choosing just your average regular.
A lot of the times when people say like like Bachelor and stuff or Love is Blind, a lot of the times after the show, they get interviewed, they're like, so how did you get on? A lot of times they do say like, sign up to be on the next Bachelor. But a lot of the times people will be like, oh, they just like reached out to me. They messaged me. Like they just want people who are like TV material, who are reality TV material to go on and find love. Like I need to see some real ass people with some real ass like insecurities, like someone who don't have like, someone who has acne or doesn't have beautiful flowy hair
or doesn't have like the most beautiful like too standard like
Someone who
beauty
has
standard
a little
body.
bit of, right, so someone doesn't have a little bit of crazy looking teeth, or someone who, you know, like, I need to see
I need to see, like,
those are the people who are really actually
imperfections.
yes.
I need to see, well, it's not even imperfections. Hold on, let me correct myself. I need to see realness.
Yes.
Like,
but
because I wouldn't even consider it imperfections. I need to see real. I'm so
Yes.
fucking sick of seeing. And
but that's what makes reality TV to people, to these producers. So I get it, because shit, it'd be juicy. I'd be watching.
Girl, when I tell you I love
like,
Love Island, that shit's good.
Yes, but it's like, you know, we aren't really finding love, honey. And let's all just be real. That isn't even an unpopular. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah. Too well for those, yeah, for sure.
Like,
but if you guys are getting on dating apps because you're like, I want to give dating a chance again, go out into the real world, please.
yeah, girl, bye. Krispy Kreme is not good.
You know, I'm conflicted
Krispy Kreme is not good after the first fresh bite. After that, it's just like,
I'm a fuck up a Krispy Kreme.
See, I like
But they're so sweet.
they're so sweet. See, I like a cake donut.
Oh no. Okay, but hear me. So
Are you a
the
cake
only
donut?
the only cake donut that I like is the blueberry ones.
Okay,
like the blueberry,
okay, that's my
glazed
favorite cake donut. Mm-hmm. See, I
would choose that over any
I think
donut.
it has more like more to it.
Yeah, it does. It does. 100.
Whereas
I
like a
agree.
regular, it's just like melts in your mouth and it's gone.
See,
But I do love a donut. Okay, but I also cupcakes are cake is nasty. That's another one. I don't like cake. I like brownies, cookies.
I wouldn't choose cake as like my favorite dessert,
like,
but I do like cake. But I don't know.
What is
See,
the skillet
I'm
with
so
the ice
picky
cream
when it
on
comes
top?
to that.
What is that
Oh,
called?
the cookie skillet.
Yeah, those are bomb.
Those
but
are
cake, like I probably won't have cake at my wedding.
See, the only thing that I like of like I'm very specific with cakes that I like. Like I want like either a lemon cake,
okay,
like a pineapple
I like a
upside
lemon
down
cake.
cake, or like a strawberry,
or like a tres
I love
leches.
tres leches.
Yes, like that's good.
That used to be like my birthday cake every year.
Yeah, like we
Love
love a
that
good
shit.
moist, juicy cake. A dry cake
Could
with
not be
a
me.
lot of icing.
Wait, so then would you be a cake girl or a pie girl? Pie girl, no.
I don't like pie.
You don't like pie?
What kind of pie?
Girl, what kind of pie you like?
What kind of pie you like? I like a good apple pie and maybe like a good.
Don't tell me you're a pumpkin pie girl.
No, I don't like
okay.
pumpkin.
Me
I don't
either.
like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin anything. I'm a good apple pie, maybe blueberry.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
But like a pecan,
Ugh.
a cherry. Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I like cherry pie.
see, I like
So
a fresh
I-
cherry that
yes.
has the seed in it. Something about cherry flavored, or like those fake cherries that come on top of ice creams. That's
Oh, I don't
not a
like
cherry.
those cherries. Maraschino cherries
Yeah.
or something like that. No, I don't like those either. What is it though? I do like cherry pie. Key lime pie. Slay the boots down.
Oh, key lime pie is a bomb.
Slay the boots down.
Yes. I love cheesecake.
But I think like I am not a cheesecake girl.
I love cheesecake.
No.
I don't like your plain ass cheesecake. Like I like the different kinds of cheesecakes.
Yeah.
Like the yummy
See,
flavored
if I think I was gonna
cheesecakes.
pick like any, oh my god, that's actually
We're
really
so
hard.
funny. Like we started off this video so serious, and now we're just like,
I know.
I like this.
I think
don't
though
like
one of my
this.
favorite, like all-time favorite desserts is tiramisu.
Okay,
I love coffee though. If you're gonna tell me what coffee, like what ice cream flavor that I would want, it's gonna be coffee. I know that's so weird,
yeah, that's so strange.
but I love like I would either want a coffee ice cream or like
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Pecan. Are you a pecan girl?
I do like pecans, but I don't like pecan pie.
Oh, I meant pecan ice cream. Or what is it called?
Pralines and cream.
Oh.
It's not my favorite, but I don't
You know,
discriminate.
at Baskin Robbins, they have the baseball nut. Please try it. Please. With your
Jamocha
whole heart.
almond fudge.
Please. That's good too.
Baskin Robbins, girl. I have
Please
not been to
try
Baskin
the
Robbins
baseball.
in
Neither
years,
have I. But
damn.
baseball nut used to be my.
What is that?
It's like, it has like a, I don't know if it's raspberry or strawberry, like swirl in it. And then it has, which is so crazy. Like Jaime, he's like, but it has cashews in it.
Oh.
It's like got the crunch,
Yeah.
but it's not like a, like it's so good. I don't know why. I'm a texture girl, so I like the crunch.
That's why I like the Jamocha almond fudge because it has the almonds in it.
But what is it from BJ's? You guys know. The cookie with, what do they call it?
Pazookies.
Pazookie. That is my favorite all-time dessert ever.
Yeah, I do like a pazookie. I don't know.
Pazookie.
There's so many like good desserts in the world that it's hard for me to say like I have one favorite because I couldn't even tell you that I have one favorite.
I think I have one favorite, and it's a pazookie.
Yeah, out of like every dessert and every culture.
Yeah.
Really?
I like mochi. If
I
we're
do
talking
like
about
mochi.
culture. I like mochi.
God, there's
Mochi's
just so,
good.
and there, but there's, I saw, like, oh my God, I saw this thing, so I don't know if you watched this podcast.
Not
It's
us,
called,
just girls trying to eat healthy, talking about
know.
desserts.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl, you know.
Okay.
Trying to eat healthy, but we're
First
out
question,
here.
then we'll get back on topic. But I saw this, it's a podcast called Shits and Gigs. You guys have to watch it. It's such a funny podcast. I love these guys. They're hilarious. But they did like a question, kind of hot take within their little circle. And they said, would you rather give up sex for the rest of your life or food for the rest of your life? Like, you would be fine without food. Like, you wouldn't die or anything like that. But which one would you give up? Would you give up food or would you give up sex? I'm giving up sex. There's so many foods in the world I haven't tried.
Well, yeah,
There's
of course.
And I love food.
How do you give up food?
I love cooking.
Of course, but how do you give up food? You need to eat.
No, girl, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't need it if you gave it up. Like, you would be fine. You would live. You wouldn't need it. So if you had that option to live and survive without food,
see, I
and
could
be
totally
healthy,
live without sex. Like, I am not a weirdo. Like, I'm not a weirdo. I'm not saying you're a weirdo if you love sex. But, like, I wouldn't say, I have a great connection with my boyfriend to where I feel like we wouldn't break up, we were having sex.
choose food all the time.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'd choose food, but, like, what if you want to have children? I guess could you reproduce without sex if this was, like, the scenario?
Fuck them kids. Just kidding.
Forever, Sarah. You would never want your own child.
I'm gonna travel the world and I'm gonna eat some good ass food.
I mean, that sounds great. I mean, that sounds great, but
I don't know. Like,
there's other ways to have children. You could do like
there are other ways to have children, but I also like
sperm donor.
in the most respectful terms, as I feel right now. Fuck them kids.
I know. For sure. There's a lot of foods.
Maybe if I had a partner and I felt a different way, maybe. But
I'm
still gonna choose
girl,
food over sex.
You're like
real.
so single right now.
Yeah,
For you to be saying
but
I'm like, find you a good, rich husband, and you probably be wanting the show. You probably want his baby.
I definitely want kids in my life for sure.
No,
but if I was given
in
this scenario, I'm gonna.
Wait, I love this phone case.
Thank you.
Is it new?
Yeah.
How cute! I'm all looking at your phone.
I don't know if
case.
you guys can see it.
Slay.
It's a little
Super
dragon.
cute.
Okay,
I need
anyways,
a new one.
Back on
I'm done with
topic.
mine. How many do
I
you
have literally one more.
Cute. Okay.
How did you finish yours?
Because I said like 2.
Oh.
In order.
Okay, last one. College isn't a must.
No.
I think it
Depends on what
you're
you're
going
wanting to
into
do.
like being a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, like if there is a goal that you have
A
that you
dentist,
need
teacher.
schooling for, slay.
Teacher,
Go to school.
dentist,
or
doctor.
if you just like to learn, slay. Go to school. But do you need it to be successful? No.
Especially in this day.
Girl, my sister be in debt for a degree she don't even use.
Exactly,
That's
girl. Girl, I don't even use my degree. It's nice to say I had it. Like, I will say I'm happy I finished because I was the girl that got pregnant in college. I was not going to be that girl that dropped out, but I don't use my degree. So it was just a waste. But if you do need it to get to where you want to be, dentist, doctor, teacher,
and I do think,
lawyer.
don't get me wrong, I think furthering education, I think consistently learning is so important.
Yeah, like you can,
I love that.
There's not college, there's like trade schools and
not even that,
like,
but I
different
think even
things.
just learning, like reading books or exploring education through other ways than just college. I think learning is important and it's something that we should consistently do
I
all
love
the
to
time,
learn. Like,
every
literally-
day. Oh, I love learning. But
literally
that's also
with
why
us-
I love the job that we're in, because we're constantly learning.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm always like finding new different techniques or different
Workouts.
forms or different things that benefit or different
Recipes,
ways to cook.
nutrition, like anything. It's such a broad like horizon, which is why I love what I do, because I'm constantly learning and that's something that I enjoy.
But don't like force your
don't-
children to go to college. Like, I just think
especially if they don't know what they want to do.
Back in our day, my parents and all of our parents, or if your parents didn't, that's different. But most parents are always like, they're gonna go to college. They're gonna go to college.
That was something
because
that I rebelled
most of our
against, for
parents
sure.
didn't go to college, right? Most of our parents struggled. They didn't go to college. Or if the ones who did go to college, they just want their kids to also do the same as them. But I think this day and age is different. Like, we shouldn't force our kids if they don't know, if they really know what when they have their mindset, physical therapist, a doctor, a lawyer, go ahead, reach the stars, do what you need to do. I will support.
Do what you want to do.
But if you have no idea, or sometimes you want to play college sports. That's a lot of the only reason why I did college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. The only reason I did college was because I had a scholarship to run track. So it's like, if you have sports, sometimes kids just really want to run in college or play basketball in college or football in college. You kind of do just, you have to attend college.
Well, you also have to have like a certain GPA too.
Right. That's different. But if you aren't playing sports or aren't on a specific like scholarship for anything, and you truly don't know what you're going to do, you're just going in, spending all this money, and you don't know what you're to do, you're not on a team, you don't have a scholarship, like, don't do it. Just wait until you find something that you either love, or there's such a huge world of things that you can do. I think college is something that is so forced upon with certain kids, especially our age. I feel like now, like, time is so different. If it's really something you need a degree for, go for it. But if it's not,
slay the day away.
Save that money, girl.
Literally save that money.
Save that money.
It is not cheap.
Yeah.
You gonna have those.
It's literally
debt
not
collectors
cheap
coming
unless
for
you really know what you want to do.
Yeah.
But
anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all I have.
Yeah.
Okay,
guys. I hope you guys liked that. You know, we threw in a little bit of our own extra stuff. And yeah, I just crack up. You know, I just damn these chairs.
I know.
Anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming back to our podcast. We had so much fun with this episode, and keep dropping below if different things that you guys want us to talk about, and we will see you guys in our next video. Subscribe, like, comment. Also click the bell so you guys can get notified, so we don't always have to like go and post. You guys can get notified right away, and you guys will know when we post, and we will see you guys in our next video of My Kind of Women. Bye, guys.